Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Fields on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. His first throw is an interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1, and number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning left is their running back. from the 42. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hubbard on the give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Man in motion here. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Hubbard again. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motion man sent left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's on the move. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Now a give to Garindo. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Second and 6 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a two-score game early. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 2.
Here's Garindo again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second down and 10, Fields. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They run again with Hubbard. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running right, here's Hubbard. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Back to throw, here's Young. Forced out to his right. That's complete till he gets.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Now run for it, Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They've got first down from the 31. Running back sent in motion. Young on 1st and 10. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 16. He brings it in. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hubbard is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields out of the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. He's going deep. Touchdown, Carolina. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparations, doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Joey Slide to kick off for Carolina.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
First down throw for Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Another throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They send him left out of the slot. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Garindo. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 14-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Garindo. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Young. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Up the middle, Hubbard. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Chase Young bringing him down there. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Alontae Taylor making the stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But, Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find a first.
2nd and 10 now. Stays in the pocket. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields throwing here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a run with Hubbard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard on the run. That's going to set up 4th and 7. Up and good from Joseph. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Fields looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within one score in the 4th. So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
This is Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hubbard again. And this one does not go far. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Back to throw it. He's trying to push the field. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Saints will get set to take over. Fields on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Second down and 10. Fields looking for a target. Catch made over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Garindo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints facing a 5-point deficit. He'll look to throw it. Throwing all the way to the end end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Now to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run it with Hubbard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Counterplay, Hubbard. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Here we go. Go. Angel. Go.
Setting up to pass. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Here we go. Good. Go.
Fields out of the gun. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okey. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side.